What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the FBA Capital Trading channel. And today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study on none other than our prized pair US30. So with that being said, let's get right on into this video. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off by doing our overall 3-point outline that I always like to do. I like to mark up the previous day's highs and previous day's lows. So we're going to start off with that. Previous day's high. And we got the previous day's low right here. Boom. Get this previous day's okay. Get the previous day's low. We're going to get our Asian session range from the day before. So from 18 o'clock all the way to midnight. That's going to be our Asian session range. We got that. We're going to get the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. So now that we have this outline, I want you to pay attention to a few areas in price. I want you to pay attention to this high, this low, and this low right here. Now you might be wondering why these are important, and I will go over it in a second, but the first area I want you to pay attention to is this low right here. Why is this of significance? Okay, for starters, this is the move that pushed price below the Asian session range, clearing the Asian range low liquidity. So we came down, gap down, cleared these lows, and also we were below the 12 a.m. open. So we made this London session low right here, came down, cleared it, and then from here, price started to run above, and then did what? Then next, we came and cleared the Asian range high. So once that happened, price came into this 15-minute bearish order block that we have all the way to our left. If we pull it all the way over, you can see how price traveled into it. And then from here, at what time? This was at 7:30 in the morning after we cleared the Asian session range high. Traded into this 15-minute bearish order block. From here, price melted all the way down to this previous day's low. So let's annotate all these areas. So we have this area right here, which is the London low. And this area is of significance because personally, this was an area that I was personally trying to catch a trade off of. Because before all of this happened, before price dropped all the way down, I was anticipating a potential retracement to see price continue moving higher. Once we came into this area around 34,800, right now it's at also, so we have 34,800 right in here. Boom, 35,000 right above here. Boom, and then all the way down here we have 34,500. These are the main big figure levels I'm just gonna keep. But as you can see, at this point, I was expecting price to potentially have a bullish London continuation. But as you can see, that is not what happened. Price ended up traveling lower and then targeting the previous day's low. And this is where we start to see a flip in price. So let's annotate this also. We're going to annotate this first. So we got this isn't even the high of the day. We have this rejection at 7:30. So at 7:30 a.m., we had the 15-minute bearish order block rejection, along with the Asian range. Damn, I can't type. Asian range high cleared. And also, what area and price is this at? This is at 34,900 big figure level. So we had a few confirmations for why price did what it did in this specific area. Let's make this one black. So we have the 7:30 a.m. 15-minute order block rejection after we clear the Asian range high. Above the 12 a.m. open, we also had 34,900 big figure level rejection. So these are the confirmations we had in here for why price ended up falling lower. And now we're going to make our way down to this area right here. So at 11:45, we have the low of the day after clearing the previous day's low and tapping into 34,600, which is another big figure level. And if you go to a higher time frame, let's see if there was a potential move in here that we could have caught. So if we go to this hour time frame, we're going to pull our fib from the last week's low, which is all the way down here, last week's previous week's low, to this area right here. Why this here? Because this is the previous week's low, and this is the current week's high that we created during that time of day. So right in here, this is where we drew the fib to, and that's why this high is important. And as you can see, once price came all the way down and traded into this fib that we had drawn from the previous day, we tapped into 62%. So now we have a lineup of overall confirmations right here. So we have the low of the day at 11:30. At 11:30 a.m. Plus we had 34,600 big figure level rejection, along with the fib long from the previous week's low to the current day high, along with what else do we have? Previous day's low, false break. And if we go to another time frame, we're going to see if there's another confirmation that we potentially missed. So we're going to go to 30-minute, and we have the one right here. This last down candle, this 30-minute bullish order block. So those are all of our confirmations that we had for why price had this specific reaction in this area. And you can even take it a step further by refining this order block to the 50% of it. And then once we do that, we're going to minimize it to the 50%. And you can see how well price reacted over this area that we have right here. So now we're going to annotate that. We have the 11:30 a.m. plus 34,600 fib long, previous day low, false break. And then we also have, what else? That 30-minute order block. Just like that. So now we have all these confirmations in this area right here for why price ended up creating the low day. Don't know why that printed there. And now that we have that, we're going to go to the last area I want you to paint your eyes to. Is actually right over here. So this is where we came above, cleared the previous day's high, traded into 35,000, making the high of the day at 21:30, which is about 9:30. So we're going to annotate that. So we have the high of the day at 9:30 p.m. at 35,000 big figure level, and then we cleared the previous day's high, not previous day's low. Cannot type. There we go. And then that's what we have as of right now for what overall happened today. So today overall was a bullish New York reversal. And now let's get the schematic of what happened today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this tool and I'm going to draw what happened. So we had the Asian session range. London session came down, cleared the lows, immediately pushed higher, clearing the Asian session highs. Price reversed lower. And then from here, price continued to move on higher. So it was a pretty clean example of a bullish New York reversal, even though it's not the cleanest example because there was a lot of choppiness in price. Nonetheless, there is still lessons to learn and concepts that you could reuse in these areas. So let me just make sure I didn't miss everything. So from the open, we had price came down, cleared the Asian session low, which I currently thought this was going to be the low of the day. At that point where I took that trade, that I did take the L trying to long price. But we made that London session low, cleared the Asian range low. Price ran above, back above the 12 a.m. open, cleared the Asian session high, traded into this 15-minute bearish order block from the previous Friday. And then from here, we also traded into 34,900 at 7:30 in the morning, trading that 15-minute order block. And then from here, price melted all the way down, targeting the previous day's low at 11:30 a.m. at 34,600 big figure level. We had a rejection of our fib long from the previous week's low to the current day high. We had the false break of the previous day's low, and then we had this 30-minute order block rejection also. Then from here, this is what led price to have an expansion to the top side, clearing the previous day's high, clearing the high that was created during the New York session up above 34,900, and then we targeted 35,000 big figure level where we ended off the day. So with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. This is a good example of what you could potentially use to overall try to mimic these types of setups in the future. Like I said, bullish New York reversal. This is something you want to replicate. And that's really all I have for you guys. So if you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. If you haven't already, make sure you join the Telegram group, which I have currently 330 members where we're active every single day, sending chart ideas, sending pairs that we like to trade, and overall fundamentals, and just a big community of like-minded traders. So if you're not in it, make sure you join it. It's a free community, so you do that. But with that being said, stay tuned for tomorrow. My live session trading session will be in the morning. Hope to see you all there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon.